our goal is not to raise children that are perpetual children. We want to rear adults. We're rearing adults. We're not rearing. So we need to raise our children to be able to send them out. There's a time to send our children out. At a certain age, a child ought to be able, if they have a calling that requires college, we want them to be true men and women that don't care about what the world is doing around them. They're able to stand alone, like Daniel and his 3 friends were able to stand alone. But I want to tell you, what we're witnessing is most young people, like the children of Babylon when they were taken away from Judah and sent off to Nebuchadnezzar to Babylon University. When the music played to the Babylonian idol, most of them bowed. Most of them ended up idolaters. We know of 4 of them that didn't bow. Well, if God so requires, when we send our children out into the workforce, they're around people that are using profane language. They're normalizing sin. They're talking wickedness. They're talking other religious ideas. They're talking false religion. We have to be very intentional to raise our children up to be warriors that are able to stand it. However, I will point out, you don't send a 5-year-old out to be an evangelist to a 40-year-old humanist in the classroom. Make wise life choices for your children. You can't take a children and send them, I'm going to send my child in to be a light. You've got to be really careful with that. You got to do a lot of time in the home. If it's a necessity for you and you have to, all the more reason to be teaching them when they get home, reading the Word of God to them. I've seen, there are parents that get it done, but you have to be, point is, if you're sending your kids to public school, be very intentional about discipling them when they're in your home. If you can find a godly education choice, then do it. And if you can't, you really got to work hard. Because the reality is, most kids in the public school, this was my experience when I went there, they were Christians on Sunday, but they were blaspheming, cursing, lawless, perverse the other 6 days a week. It was a very hostile environment. Don't lie to yourself. That's the way it is. You really have to do a lot of deprogramming when they're in your home.